To tilt or not to tilt in belting, that's the question. That cricoid cartilage is an option we have for loud voicing, for belting quality. What is the cricoid, you may ask? The cricoid is one of the two largest cartilages in the larynx. We've got the thyroid cartilage, which you may recognise as the Adam's apple in men. Women have them too, but smaller. And the cricoid cartilage sits on top of the trachea below the thyroid cartilage. And Estill proposes when we are belting that we tilt the cricoid cartilage this way, which shortens the vocal folds where the sound is produced, and they bulk, which creates more resistance and we get a louder sound. The larynx will also rise a little and helps us with high, loud singing, particularly found in contemporary music and musical theatre. So that is one option that we have. There is another option, which is tilting the thyroid back, which again will open this cricothyroid space and the vocal folds will become thicker. My experience as a singer, as a performer, is that I can do both. And there is a subtle difference in sound and intensity between these two options. Let me demonstrate. So here's cricoid tilt, and it's not a pretty sound, but it's a loud sound. And if I do that silently, I can, with my vocal folds open, I can actually feel a backward and downward tug. And if I put my fingers here, that cricothyroid space opens. Okay, so let's explore the other option where my thyroid tilts back a little. And you may see this with some people that are doing belting. It's like a calling stance with the chin lifted slightly. And again, the cricothyroid space opens. So I did it on the same pitch. Let's just compare the two. I've put my finger there. That space opens slightly. That space between the cricoid and the thyroid cartilage. I'm going to do the sounds together so you can hear the subtle nuances. Very subtle, but I'll show you on a spectrogram in a minute. They sound pretty much the same, don't they? But let's have a listen to the differences, and we can get to see what the difference is by running it through this spectral analysis. We will see the fundamental frequency, which is the pitch, and the overtones above that give the sound its timbre. I'll do both. Now, they look pretty similar, don't they? And they sounded very similar. But what I noticed with the cricoid tilt, it has a bit more energy in the high partials, the upper partials. Down here is the fundamental frequency. That's a B flat 4 on both of them. So that down here. And up here, you can see these are the overtones. There's a difference here. Just subtle, very, very subtle. The brightness indicates the intensity of those particular frequencies. Let me also show you a video of the cricoid tilting. So I use this video as to show people how the cricoid can tilt, and thanks to Estill Voice Training, this is one of their training videos. So looking at this is what we're doing. You can see a camera. This is a camera in the nose here, going up and through the nasal cavity and hanging down and giving us a view of the larynx from above. So it's that view from above. This is the epiglottis. Here we see the vocal folds and the arytenoids. And then this is the cricoid here. We're looking at this part of the cricoid, the back. And let's have a look at it. So this is in slow motion. There's the back of the cricoid coming towards the camera as the pitch rises, and then it tilts over like this. And what you can see is the vocal folds are short and thick, and this is the back of the cricoid tilting. So we're getting that view where it's moving this way. So yes, the cricoid can tilt. So the choice is yours and what you want to do with the sound. If that feels more intuitive, fantastic. Hey! Ah! That might be great in performance. Or, ah! For more intensity. If you'd like to know more about belting or Estill voice training, send me a message.